The fourth edition of the Nigerian International Petroleum Summit, newly renamed the Nigerian International Energy Summit, held in Abuja on the 6th of June to 10th of June 2021, with a theme tagged From Crisis to Opportunities. The conference was hosted by the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources. It is so apparent that the NIPS has come to stay, as it gets better and well-planned year in, year out as a world-class conference. It plays host to the oil and gas stakeholders, IOCs, in Nigeria, Africa, and the world. It is the flagship of the oil and gas showcase in Africa today. Little wonder why the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources, through all its agencies, is not resting on its oars, as they not only pledge their commitment but put words into action, ensuring that the oil and gas sector in Nigeria and Africa especially are not left behind in the scheme of things in the global energy mix and the oil and gas sector generally. Hence, the declaration of this decade as the decade of gas, despite the COVID-19 outbreak, which made the world stand still. One of the parastatals under the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources present at the NIPS 2021 edition, that is the Nigerian Content Development Monitoring Board, under the leadership of the Executive Secretary, Engineer Simbi Wabote, who has been on the forefront of moving the board forward. What's your impression about the declaration this decade as the decade of gas?
Oh, well, we've declared this sometime last year, so it's not new to us. What we're trying to do now is to communicate it, is also to get all stakeholders to buy in, because we need everybody to progress with regards to the new policy of decade of gas. So NIPS gives an opportunity to assemble all stakeholders to share some of government policies and aspiration on how we progress gas in our country, because like was said by the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum, we keep touting the quantity of gas we have. What does that really mean? That's how we tout the quantity of oil that we have. Have we been able to harness the gas resources that we have and also the oil resources that we have? So it's really a forum to further interact with stakeholders and make them know what government is thinking with regards to the decade of gas and how they can help government actualize that policy declaration.
You are a champion of the Nigerian or local content. What's your role in all of this?
Oh yeah, my role is, if you look at the theme of this conference, which is challenges to opportunities in summary, we, in terms of local content, we're living in the opportunity spectrum. So the development of gas creates a lot of opportunity for local content. So that's, our role is big. Our role is, how do we ensure that Nigerians gain employment through the process? How do we ensure that Nigerian businesses participate actively in the development of that decade of gas? How do we ensure that the capital flight that we experience in the oil and gas sector does not happen again? All that value is retained in country. So, as a matter of fact, we get excited in local content with the thinking. And like you know, we have a 10-year strategic roadmap, which for us is to achieve local content 70% by the year 2027. And you cannot achieve local content if you don't create the projects, if you don't create the opportunities. So declaring a decade of gas is one of the key pillars of our strategic intent to take us to the 70% in the year 2027.
Development that the NIPS is maybe the nomenclature is going to change soon. I'm hearing something like that. Instead of petroleum to be energy, something.
It's possible. I mean, it's possible. Like you know, Total has also changed its name to Total Energies And we must be able to adapt to changes. Today the world is talking about energy transition and renewables as it were, so we can still be focusing on petroleum. So yes, it's possible. The name might change, and if it does, I think it's a healthy development.